Hi, welcome to Tammy's Tiny Tots Reborns. And it is Theme Thursday, and I'm going to change two babies for Theme Thursday. We've got my sweet baby boy here, which is the Chase Sculpt, and his name is PJ. And I'm going to change him into a sleeper for Theme Thursday. This week's Theme Thursday is camping. So we're going to put him into a sleeper that has bears and mountains and cabins, like log cabins, like camping cabins, like you go to the forest to go to the, up north and go to stay at your cottage kind of thing. Cottage camping is what I call that. And it's a brand new sleeper, so we'll take the tag off. There we go. Turn the, for some reason the hand mitten was on that one, but yes, we're going to change him into this, and then I'm going to change a Libby into another outfit that is a camping one. So cute, so cute. So I hope everyone is having a wonderful Thursday. I am very close to being completed rooting on one head anyways, and then I have to finish up two more kits that I'm going to be rooting as well. Lots of rooting. Lots and lots of rooting. Take these off at the same time. That's funny. And I can fold them together and they stay together. So. Oh, goodness. Yeah. So, getting things finished and ready for my daughter and my grandson to be here for a week. So during next week, I am probably just going to take a week hiatus on videos due to the fact that my grandson will be sleeping in this room. I will even be taking this change blanket off the change table so she can use the change table to change him and stuff like that while they're here. So yeah, get everything ready for him. This is the cutest sleeper. So it's got bears and trees and trails through the forest, hedgehogs. Yeah, all things you would see camping at a cabin. Some people camp at cabins instead of camping in a tent or a camper. So yeah, but there he is. It's so cute. So there's him done. I'm just going to move him over here for a second. And I'm going to change Libby. And then I will put the two of them back in front of the camera afterwards. So yeah, there we go, Miss Libby. There's Miss Libby. She's so big. Such a big girl. So I have a pair of shoes here and some socks for Libby. And she's going to wear this onesie that says Glamping Under the Stars. And it has a camper on it for camping. And then it has these purple little pants that have stars and moons all over them. And a purple hat that goes with it. And then I'm going to put on a pair of sneakers that are the same pink as the bottom of the camper. So yeah, there we go. Because you wear your sneakers camping so that you can run around and have fun while you're camping. So, yeah, it's going to be exciting having Benjamin here for a week. I won't be getting any reborning done. I won't be getting any work done at all. Nothing will get done. I can guarantee that. Absolutely nothing. I will get nothing done. That's okay. I'll just spend time with my daughter and my grandson. I haven't seen my daughter and my grandson since April. That's the last time I saw them, so it's been a while. I mean, I see them on video chat almost every single day, so it feels like you're not really, that far away from each other, that you do see each other, but at the same time, you just know, you know what I mean? You just know that you haven't been seeing each other and spending time together and doing things. So it should be fun. We're going to go to the park and we're going to go do stuff that is fun all throughout the week. Hope to go visit my aunt, take Ben to see my aunt, and because Ben hasn't seen my aunt since he was a small, tiny little gaffer. So yeah. And now he's walking and almost talking. Well, he talks a little bit. He says some words, but so this is a Gerber outfit. Fits her beautifully. 0 to 3 months with them fat little legs, eh? You got them fat little legs. So she's going glamping. Put your hat on. She's so cute. With some socks on. Some little white sockies. So yeah, just finishing up working on some rooting. So I took a break from the rooting to make this video for Theme Thursday. Just a small break. Here's your watermelon bracelet. And then get back to it. I'm hoping to have the head rooted by tomorrow at the latest. And then if it's done and rooted, then I can next week. I won't be getting anything done, but then after that I can get back into the reborning and get a couple more babies up for sale, or at least one anyways. One for sure. So there is Miss Libby. She's so cute. Look at that. We're going to put her little running shoes on because she's going to be running around to the campsite, in and out of the camper. We have a camper. We bought a pop-up camper because the main reason we bought a camper, I love camping. But the main reason we bought a camper, like I don't mind tent camping. I don't mind it at all. But we ended up buying a camper because I've been finding, the past couple of years, probably the last year mostly, that I can't get up and down off the ground as easy as I used to be able to. So sleeping on an air mattress on the ground really starts to hurt my body after a while. So I just said to John, I don't know if I can handle getting, sleeping in a tent and getting up off the ground and all that stuff. So we found a camper at a good price, and because my cousin was selling it, so that made it an even better price. So these shoes say left and right on them. Isn't that funny? This one says right, so daddies can't mess up what shoe their kid's foot's going on. I'm just kidding. Mommies can screw it up too. But daddies are more common to screw up the shoes. Put them on the wrong feet. Heck, I've watched John put Elena's shoes on the wrong feet, and she's almost 3. Or she is 3, sorry. And she's even corrected him. Grandpa, that's not the right foot. It goes on the other one. So there she is in her glamping outfit, all ready to go camping. Let's get her little brother over here. Mr. PJ. Come and lay with Libby. Oh, look at them. Aren't they adorable? Move over, Libs. There we go. There, make room for your brother. You big chunkaroo. So there they are, all dressed in their camping outfits. But we love camping. We camped. I'll never forget, like, taking, even as a kid, going camping. And we camp in a park in Canada called Algonquin Park when I was a kid. And my parents were, we went every year for 2 weeks in our camping when I was a kid. And Algonquin is very nature. Like, it's a big, huge provincial park. And there's wolves and moose and bears and everything. Well, when I was a kid, we camped in a tent, and my parents, cooked on an old Coleman stove for our dinner and stuff. And this one morning we got up and my dad was kind of freaking out. And we had an old Toyota Corolla, and at the back windows, there was the back window part that rolled down, and then there was the little triangular shaped glass window that is like a solid window at the back. And so you don't keep, in Algonquin Park, you do not keep food in your tent when you go to sleep because there are bears, plain and simple. So you keep your cooler and any of your, dry goods, snack foods or whatever, all in your car, either in your back seat of your car or in your trunk is where you keep them. Including when you're done cooking, you pack up your Coleman stove and you put it back in your car as well. Well, this bear came to our campsite and I was asleep and my brother was asleep, but I guess it woke my father. And Dad said that the dang bear was out there and he had both of his he was standing on his back feet at the back of the car and he was pounding on the back window of the car. And Dad said, I'm so glad that he kept pounding on that little triangular shaped window because it had more strength. If he had kept pounding on the back window itself, he probably would have smashed out the window eventually. But luckily he wasn't on the regular roll-up window. He was on this little solid window. So he could see the cooler in there and he wanted in there, but he couldn't get in. So we had hamburger helper, and it was this one called the spaghetti one, and it had these little spaghetti noodles and everything. And my parents said I had eaten 2 helpings of the spaghetti. They said I was piling it back because it was really good and I was really hungry. And but I guess Mom said that there was a pile of it on the ground underneath me at the picnic table, because with kids you got space at the picnic table between their plate and their body because they're sitting at the table, and kids miss their mouth the whole time. So they Mom and Dad said that I was like missing my mouth, and so the bear cleaned up all that spaghetti, ate it all. And Mom said Mom and Dad said that, he ate it all up, cleaned it all up, so it was nice they didn't have a mess to clean up. But the next night, the bear came back again, and we had burgers, and they have these metal grates or metal stand things that you can put over top of your fire, and they're at every campsite in Algonquin Park. Well, not every single one, but the campground we stayed at. And you put these metal grates over top of your campfire, and you can put a pot on there or your kettle to boil water. Or you can use it as a barbecue grill, right? So my dad had, burnt off all the gunk off of it, cleaned it all up. And so we were using it, and Dad was cooking burgers on it. And that night, Dad said he could hear the bear out there, and he peeked out through we have little windows in the tent. And Dad peeked out through the one window that faced the fire pit, and the bear cleaned the grate clean after our burgers. So yeah, in Algonquin Park there was a lot of bears, and you got to watch out for those bears. But yeah, those were some pretty memorable camping trips. As I got older, my parents started camping. When I was a teenager, they started doing interior camping, which is where you put all your stuff in backpacks and you jump into a canoe and you canoe all day in a lake, and you portage, carrying your backpack and your paddles and your canoe. You portage over to another lake, and in Algonquin Park, when you portage to these campsites, there's campsites that you can only get to with a canoe. And so, that's what we were doing. We'd canoe, and you have to, when you go into interior camping, you hand over to the people where you go in, like in this one place you go in to the water. You have to hand over your plan, your map, your route, where you're planning on going, whereabouts you're planning on camping each night, and stuff like that. So if you don't come back out after a certain amount of days that you tell them you're going to be in there, they know where to go and look for you. They'll follow your route until they find you, and or find your stuff and you're gone, eaten by a bear. No. But we did the interior camping for a few years when I was a teenager, until I got old enough to where I didn't have to go with my parents anymore because I hated interior camping. I love camping, don't get me wrong, but I like there to be some toilets and sinks where I can wash, maybe a shower that I might have to put a couple loonies or toonies into to pay for a shower, whatever. I don't mind that, but I certainly do not want to have to take a pee or a poop on a box in the... You follow a path to a wooden box that has a toilet seat on it, literally. There's no walls, nothing. So you're like sitting there going to the washroom at the end of a pathway where they've put a box with a toilet lid. So it's not fun. It was not my enjoyable way of camping when I was a kid. But now I camp again with a pop-up trailer instead of a tent. But that's only because I can't handle it. I'm too old. Well, everyone, I hope you enjoyed our little story about camping and seeing our cute babies in their camping outfits. Mr. PJ and his little cabin camping, and her in her little glamping outfit going camping in a camper. So that is our camping theme Thursday and our little camping story. Well, everyone, hit that like if you liked this video, hit that dislike if you didn't, but most of all, everyone, stay safe and smile, and share a smile with a friend. Bye-bye.